welcome to another money morning routine. Okay, so first thing I did, I got updated with my checking account spending. The only thing that happened, I had Netflix come out, dropping my my checking account balance down to $1,016. So let's write that down on my budget and see where I am with my checking account cushion. Okay, so $27.21 for Netflix, meaning I have just my life insurance that needs to come out and my YouTube TV. So this is about $115. If we look at my ending balance, so I'm going to be about $900 in my checking account cushion. I'm okay with that. So that's the only spending that I had going on. I had zero cash spending. A little bit later today, I am taking James for the last of his back to school shopping. We're getting closer to the first day of school, getting that done. But other than that, no cash spending. So that's all good. And because I have September completely done and I have my budget completely done, the only thing I had to do for September was make my cash envelopes. So I have printed those out. I haven't made them yet. So I'm just using our leaf and pumpkin theme. I thought that might be good for September. I'll make sure to put these. It's also probably good for October since it has the pumpkins. I just liked all the different leaves. So I'll go ahead and put these in the description of this video. So you'll have a link to that if you want to use the same ones for September going forward. Another thing that I want to show you. So I started working on this yesterday. Actually, just printed out the piece of paper, but I'm thinking about it. One of the things that I always do around this time as we approach the new year means a lot of different things. It's a great refresh. It's a new year to start things with a clear mind, more knowledge about what's going on with your finances, right? Knowledge is power. Hopefully you learned a lot in 2025 that you can bring into 2026. One of the things that I do is I do a lot of reflection in my life and a lot of reflection work. And one of the ways that I reflect on 2025 is looking at my sinking funds goals and the things that I saved for in 2025. Did it serve me well? Did I not save enough for certain things? Could I saved more? Did I spend more than I wanted to? So I want to be better prepared going forward. So this is all the sinking funds. Now I want to show you I truly do this every year. So there's 2025, all the things that I saved for in 2025. Here's 2024, all the things I saved for in 2024. Here's 2023 when I had them in a little book with all of my trackers. So here's all my sinking funds for 2023. Here's 2022, all the things I saved for there. You can see that 2022 and 2024, I had quite a bit more that I was saving for in 2024 than I was in 2022. Let's see. So I got my wedding anniversary. That was new. A lot of things. I could probably James, garden, chickens, car insurance. That's all new in 2024. 2025, I had about the same. And so let's look at this very quickly. I want to go through this. Every year, you should be analyzing and reflecting on your finances and the things that have happened going forward so you can better prepare your finances so you don't have to rely on debt. So I'm still going to do the same thing. Chris's birthday, I might jump this back up to 400, but I'm still going to save for James, Chris, and Dante's birthday. I'm still going to save for back to school, Christmas. Now, wedding anniversary, I'm probably going to. Sports, I'm probably going to leave. I'm probably going to get rid of sports because now I have this James one. I could probably increase this to 60, making little notes on the side so I know. I was doing $30 a month every month, no end goal, just like clockwork, $30 a month. But, he kind of told me he didn't want to do sports next year or this coming school year, which it's his last year of middle school. It bums me out, but at the same time, I don't want to force him into anything. So we might just not do sports sinking fund. Property taxes, we have to do it. In fact, that will probably increase. Costco still doing it, Disport still doing it. The rest are still going to be doing it. I'm probably going to have a vacation and an Arizona, because we do Arizona every year. So I'll probably have an Arizona house insurance, got to have it. Homestead, I'm probably just going to keep that at 50 and do 100 for my hay, and then car insurance, which has increased also. I have a brand new tracker that I'm going to be working on. Now, how I figure out my sinking funds is I write down what I'm saving for, how much I want to save for, when I want the money by, so the due date, how many months I have to save. Now, just doing that will tell you how much you have to save every month. You would take your goal amount and divide it by how many months you have to save. That will tell you how much to save every month. Maybe you are going into 2026 with some money already saved for that goal, like I do. Then you would write that down right here, already saved. You would take the amount that's left. So you would take your goal amount minus any amount saved that you have. That would leave, that's what's left. And then you would take what's left and divide it by how many months you have to save, and that will give you how much to save per month. And then you can break it down into each paycheck depending on how many paychecks you have every month. That's how you work through this process. Now, if you have debt, this will look different for you. I'm sure you will not be having as many sinking funds as me, but because I don't have debt, I prioritize investing and saving for the future in my life. A big chunk, I would say close to over 40% of my income goes to either investing or saving. So you might be also asking me, Miko, I have debt. How many sinking funds should I have? Well, that's dependent on you. How fast do you want to pay off your debt? What type of saving goals do you have? Are they immediate? Are they dire? Are they really needed? So a bunch of things play into that. Now, of course, if you're on a debt payoff journey and your priority is to pay off debt, then you should be throwing more of your discretionary income towards debt payoff. But that doesn't mean you can't also save at the same time I did. I went on fully all cash paid for vacations when I had debt because I started sinking funds, saving a small amount from each paycheck for a known or upcoming expense you know you're going to have, or upcoming goal you know you want to reach, like a vacation, like a birthday, like back to school shopping we know, like Christmas we know is happening every year, right? So I'm also working on that over the next couple of weeks and really figuring out what that's going to look like for me. I'm going to label this 2026. Wow, it's crazy, 2026 already. But that's all I really have going for my Monday morning routine.